Soul Tribe, yours truly, Ivory. Ivory's Tarot. Raw messages, soul's journeys, messages, just messages. I'm a messenger. Y'all see the title of the video. Something's happening. And on this channel, I don't like just cornering myself to specific, content. Like, of course, there's more to me than just tarot in terms of information or knowledge or what have you. That's just part of it. And from time to time, I like to kind of dip and dab away from the karmic lesson chases, dynamics, cycles, and kind of deal with shit that's up front and center that all of us can relate to. And one of those things right now is how much energy, we'll just use that, how much energy one person is affecting so many people. One person's energy. Excuse me for the background noise. You got lawn care people outside. But anyway, so we're going to go about it a little bit different. Now, I'll flop some cards on it, right? So, welcome back, everybody. Now, this live stream is intended for information, clarification, and confirmation only. Mixed with a little bit of entertainment. Not too much, though. So just take what resonates, take what tickles your pink, and relax and let go what doesn't. But more important, always follow your own divine intuition, folks. Don't you be having nobody out here thinking and making decisions for you. Listen, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you what I know. Hit that like button. So, for those that have been around for a while, the OGs here, right? If y'all can remember, last year, I did a video, and it wasn't that, all in depth and everything. It's just that I just did a video because I just said, okay, then. So if people can take tarot cards and other forms of divination and do shit behind the scenes on the side or whatever you want to call it, right? Only about relationships, right? Surely that same gift should be applicable in other parts of our living experience. And one of the things that's going to always, there's three things, listen to me, that's going to affect everybody. And that's religion, politics, and socialism. Groups, cliques, whatever you want to call it. So, what's up, Latoya? Leah, good evening. We got the FBI. We got the FBI in the damn live chat. They ain't just watching, they chat. The FBI, y'all see it? Now, if they real, I don't know. Pretty much don't give a damn. Maybe we can help the FBI find some missing cases or some shit, you know. But anyway, y'all see the title. I ain't hiding shit. A 4-year outlook under Trump. And the reason why I wanted to kind of go this route is I'm going to use the same application. Hold on for a minute. We use the same application that I would do with Waldo. Waldet, runners, chase, karmics, past person. Yeah. We ain't gonna switch shit up. We gonna keep it the same. It's gonna be a different subject. Because this dude is really in this strong Pluto Mars Aquarian transit. Now that could be for some, it might be great. Some might not be so great. But last year, I just asked Spirit, Universe, whatever y'all want to call it, God, what can we expect at 1600? At 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, come July. Hold on, y'all. We got somebody who wants some attention. Come November 2024. And if you watch that video, remember, Trump came out as the Knight of Pentacles. Kamala Harris came out as the Two of Wands. Who remember that? All right. There's so much shit going on that I really have to bypass Trump. I got a good, bad, and ugly deck. It's 280 cards. I only use 2 portions of that deck. And that's for the masculine and the feminine, whether it's divine or whatever, masculine and feminine. But the other one has a lot to do with geographical and world leaders type of information. Just like we all share the same, we all kind of like under the same umbrella of the 12 constellations, the same sun, the same moon, every damn body. It's just that their problem is on a bigger scale than, say, your problem or my problem. Not saying that your problem ain't big or their success is greater than yours. But we all have access to the same energy. Now, last year I told y'all, we just went on ahead and did it. I think the first 2 years, based on the message from last year, the first 2 years dealing with this dude could be good for you by default. That means that you ain't even gotta like his ass. The first 2 years could be crucial, good or bad. Depends on how. Now, if you one of those people that they call Trump deranged, and you around here boo, and you gonna have a long ass 4 years. So I said, why not have a little fun, right? Why not have a little fun? All right, so we're gonna break it down. It's, he gets 4 years. He gets 4 years, right? So 2021 to 2025. I mean 2025 to 2029. That's a long ass time if you running around here boohooing and crying and complaining. So that means that your energy is gonna be like off. Because of one damn man. When now, if you take that same energy, watch this. The 11th house, Pluto. Now it's stationary right now. So it's like a pause. But when it starts back moving towards the end of this year, Pluto don't move quick. Y'all finna see some shit between now and then build up to the point that it can be positive or negative. It depends on how you approach it, folks. I was invited to speak at a forum recently, and it's supposed to be a forum of the state of what they call the state of Black America. Now, why, for whatever reason, somebody remember me from way back, about 6, 7 years ago, on I think either Facebook or Instagram. I think he said Facebook or Instagram, in a live that I was in. And I was talking about some stuff. All right, now get this here, folks. So you got your typical people, community leaders, business owners, pastors, and so on and so forth. I came up in there just me. I ain't wear none of my titles. Just Ivory, Haru, speaks. That's it. Somewhere along the conversation, I hadn't even spoken yet, so I guess probably about 5 or 6 people had spoken. There's about 20 people in this round table, so to speak, conference, I really didn't even want to say nothing, to be honest with you. But I did go because I wanted to hear what was being discussed. I'm a listener too, serious. And so when I started hearing some of the things, it's like there was a part of me, it's like Spirit said, look, you need to say something. You need to say something. And what really triggered my conversation, starting my conversation, was that was a pastor. And he said, one of the main problems we got in the Black community is we forgot about Jesus. And it was like, oh, shit, something struck me. The number one problem we got, according to this pastor, is we left Jesus and we left the church. Last time I checked, our people been going to church and calling on Jesus since before they was, ever since they come to this land. Because before 250 years ago, right? Don't go all the way talking about that 400 years. About 250 years ago, when they signed the ink and we signed over our land to some colonial invaders, we ain't know nothing about no Jesus. At least my people on this land. They're not that we didn't know no Jesus. We didn't. I'm just talking about my people. However, in terms of this here outlook on under Trump, I think that there could be 2 years that I shared. It shocked everybody because my comeback for the preacher was I wasn't going to give no church house and somebody we've been calling on for 200 and something years all the credit. Because why? I says, let's go pull up some receipts. We own less than 1/2 or 1% of this nation's wealth. Not even a percent. Less than 1/2, folks, of this nation's wealth. If Jesus really cared about our prayers, don't you think that we could be beyond less than 1/2 or 1% of this nation's wealth? It's a mindset. And as long as we keep blaming other people, now you got to realize our ancestors, our parents on this land, they did some good things, but they made some mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes that they made was opening up their land to foreigners, caring for them. These foreigners are squatters on their land. They were the ones in the fields. They got the whole story twisted. But somewhere along the way, a revolt took place. What that got to do with Trump? Because that was 200 and some years ago, folks. The last time Pluto was in the 11th. So we're in this here awakening phase. Is what I shared with the forum. And if we're going to spend the next 200 and some years calling on Jesus, going to church, and then we end up owning less than 1/2 or 1% of the wealth in this country on our land, then what is Jesus? What is the Jesus effect? What is the church effect? I don't know any church that's a bank that invest in their depositors, the members. Let me say that again. As a former pastor, I don't know of any churches globally that's a bank that invest into their depositors, their members, and give out loans to start businesses. You don't have black organizations outside of the church that's doing this for people in the community. Very few black banks around the country. By default, meaning the universe, Trump is just a puppet. But right now, I don't give a damn what his color is. One of the main reasons why I deal with him on some things is because at least he give a damn about my ancestors' land that you call America now. At least he's acknowledged that there is no America without the native and without blacks. And I don't just consider myself black or African. I'm just saying for the stroke of general conversation. So the first 2 years is a mindset, 25-25. So I says, okay, we'll have a little fun. He won. I knew we was going to win. But the worst is yet to come. That's going to be 2 years. You had 5 years, the past 5 years, the last year. I'm not talking, it don't matter who the president is, but we'll just use these people. Everything is done based on numbers, seasons, and cycles. All right? Now, in 2020, listen, in 2020, y'all know what happened. Now, that was coming in the last phase of Pluto in the 10th house, Capricorn. Very egotistical, energetic house it can be, but it can be major achievements accomplished. So that last year, during the pandemic lockdown, if there was any other president, we will have about 20, 25, 30 million people dead. Facts. Just like I shared with y'all, cycles. This 7-year cycle that we're on is in 2027. So the 4 years that this country could have been, quote unquote, growing under the previous administration, they basically sold the country out because we had a Manchurian president. Not Bush, but Biden was not running shit. He was not calling shit. I'm telling you what is out there that you can go and find out. I already knew this. I got in trouble for this because then I was censored. Now I'm not. To a certain degree. So by 2027, whatever you gonna be getting, get it. Go for it. Store up. Do whatever you call storing up. Do whatever you call whatever. Because the last 2 years can be awesome for you, or it could be a total failure. It could be awesome for this country or a total fucking failure. It could be awesome for the planet or a total collapse. I says, okay. So let me go and see what the planet is talking about. Then I ain't got to be listening to Fox. I don't listen to none of their asses as far as where I get my information and news. And no. Go up there first. Go up there first. It's in the cup. It's in the cup. Forecast spirit and the outcome. A 4-year outlook under Trump. You ain't got to like this. Ain't no political damn video. This is for information. We gonna use the same format. Thank you, Spirit. Where the crib at? The 12th. Neptune, High Priestess, Cancerian energy. 12 is as far as you can go. As far as the constellations, the houses, it's 12. It's the last one. Right now, Pluto's in 11. But that don't mean nothing in terms of this next 4 years. We could be coming to the end of some kind of universal or cosmic cycle. Something comes to full circle. Hold on. And then we have Mercury. Let me tell you right out of the gate. something huge while he's president. Something huge is going to come out and going to shock every goddamn body. Hold on. It's going to shock every damn body. It may even, with this Aries, this Mars energy, it may even start some kind of revolution or a war. Or it could be some information come out about Trump and probably another world leader. You know how he can be now. Going at it. Hold on, y'all. Or Trump could release some information that could end and change every damn thing. To where the whole damn country be like, are you serious? I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. And everybody going to either want to start things over or shit just going to come to a standing halt. Okay. All because of what comes out. Hold on. There go that Knight of Pentacles again. All right. So we got Taurus. Venus energy. There might be some information come out about his family. There might be some information that comes out about another presidential family. I'm just reading right now. Are we finna get these 4 years? Hold on. Boom. Like I knew it. 11th house, Aquarius. Let me tell y'all something. Shit. I know what I'm reading. In terms of the forecast for the next 4 years under Donald Trump, there's going to be some good shit, but there's going to be some information that this man is going to expose. Let me tell you why. Right now, there's this thing, there's a hit on his head. And him being the person that he is, he wants to know who put that hit out on him. He feels like it's one of his own that's connected to another president. But something is going to come out, whether it's about, since we're talking about him, his family, or the family of somebody at that doggone White House. I'm telling you. All right. Break it down to the year. Year number 1. That's where we at right now. So this is all the way up to January 21st, 2026. We ain't going to be about it long. What can we expect? What's the forecast going to be like? I'm not going to show no pre-shuffle cards. We're going to get 4 cards. 1 for year 1, 1 for year 2, 1 for year 3, and 1 for year 4. I can't make this shit up. 4 shuffles. What's on the bottom of the deck? Sun in reverse. Something is coming out. The story is on the flip. Hey, this is going to be fun. So what can we expect next 4 years? What can you expect? Me too. It can be some bad, it could be some sad days for somebody, or it can be something to be exposed, come out, like I said, that's going to shock everybody. I can't make this shit up. The Empress. The Empress. the Empress. Whether something comes out about somebody's spouse or their child the next 4 years. In terms of the country as a whole as well, it could be some sad days ahead. Hold up. But there could be some good things to happen once something comes out. I'm telling you, something's going to come out. Year number 1 for Trump. The bottom will be the overall. Year number 1. That's where we currently at. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you. See, my cards don't lie. I asked a simple question. It could be some heartache and some heartbreak, folks, this year, this first year. And when you look at where we are currently, there's a lot of people out there hurting with the stock market. Oh, shit. All right, let's go a little further. We're just going to get them out here. We'll talk in a minute. I already know. Look, sword, communication. It's like when you find out something, it changes everything. This changes on a personal level. This changes the course of a karmic cycle or a cycle. This is betrayal. This is heartache. This is painful. It don't feel good. And whatever this is that's going to come out, it's going to be painful. Mercury. It ain't going to feel good. Whether it's at the end of his term or whatever this comes out, some kind of betrayal, it just ends some shit. It just brings everything to like a damn. All right, so that's year number 1. Year number 2. Go get your money and run. I don't know why that song came out. Night of Warning, year number 2. That could be connected to this here Aries, this Mars energy. Hold on, we're going to find out here. Hold on. Year number 3. I told you. The High Priestess and the Empress is the same. One's on a more physical, emotional, and one's on a more spiritual. And that's the 12th house. Man, something finna come out so damn big. Okay, look. Now, I hope. Hold on. Year number 4. 3 of Cups, man. Listen. Hold on. Overall energy. What's at the bottom? Forecast for Trump next 4 years. Wow. All I can say is wow. I'm finna tell y'all what I'm reading so far. The Fool card. Watch this here. Everything from a constellation standpoint. Listen to me. 12. That we start all over. When we get to 12, we do what? When it comes in terms of the constellation, the houses, we start all over. When it's the clock, it's 12 o'clock, it start all over. Now it's 1 o'clock. Something's gonna come out. Whether he's gonna be exposed about something pertaining to his family or his lifestyle, or he's going to expose somebody else's family, or like a family or a lifestyle. Some kind of scandal, something hidden, and it's going to spark the whole nation to start all over on a more stable ground. If not, if this is not Trump, what's going to happen is in the next 4 years, either he's going to expose something. And the reason why I'm saying it like this, folks, is because he's been on trial since 2000. He's been under public scrutiny and in courts being sued, impeached, or whatever you want to call it, since 2015. It ain't too much you don't know about Trump. Unless he's going to betray the country or he's going to release some information and the country's going to feel like whatever this information is, somebody is going to not like it. There's a scandal being exposed. Now we're talking about Trump now. You just can't be talking about your personal life. It could be your personal life, but we talking about Trump next 4 years. We started with a 3 of Swords and then a Knight of Wands. And you got this high priestess that bookends this here 3 of Swords. So we got year number 1 and year number 3. Something is going to come out, folks. I saw that sun in reverse. Somebody don't want it to come out. It's something either going to come out about him or he's going to expose somebody. It's going to change everything. And it has to do with a group of people. In year number 2 and year number 4. This could be either celebratory energy with this food, or whatever this is comes out. It's almost like the country's going to have to start over again. Because right now the country is just, right now his second year, shit's going to be moving kind of fast. But this is not a reliable night. It's just action. It's just somebody putting their mind to something, to do something. And then they act on it with the war. It has something to do with this. But year number 3, either something is going to come out major in 2020 and 2028 going into 2029. Something major is going to come out. Now, next year, in 2027, this is the year of America's celebrating 250 years. And it was 200 and around that time frame, the last time Pluto was in the 11th house. The last year, it could be good. There's people coming together. Right here, this first year where we at right now, it's a lot of growing pains. It's a lot of, because people are finding out, okay, let me give you an example of a betrayal based on, say, Trump being in office. Okay. When you find out that what comes out, that the previous president, Biden, and his family, hold on. But if you find out that not only everybody knew he wasn't running the country, they covered this shit up. That's still on the table. That's major. Because that means that we would have had for 4 years a Manchurian candidate, somebody who was not even running the White House, was not even running the country. There could be something that come out about a family with that empress and this 4 wands. Major problem. That could come out about his family, his marriage, or the previous family. It could even be Barack Obama's family. It could be the Bush family. We're talking world leaders in terms of, in America, the president, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Something is going to come out. Watch and see what I say, and it's going to shock the whole country. You'll be able to see it online. This year. Year number 1. All right. I'm going to use my old Light Seers deck I ain't used in a while to clarify this. 12 is the ending of the houses, the constellations. And we got Mercury, and then we have the Aries. We got this Fool, and we got Aries right here. But just pay attention now. Watch this here. What can we expect next 4 years? Spirit, what is this here? Three of Swords pertaining to Donald Trump. I'm not divination of spine. I'm a public figure. I'm not interested in his private life. I want to see what a outlook looks like. Forecast. Something could. I'm telling you. It depends. It depends. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Listen. Whatever this betrayal is, it changes again, folks. Everything. It ends a karmic cycle. It ends something. So that it ends something. Whatever this here is going to come out. What is treason? I don't know if somebody done committed treason against the country. Whatever it is that's come out, I'm telling you. It's going to be major with this Wheel of Fortune. And the whole country going to be confused. Hold on. Something in the past is going to come out about somebody's family, him, or he's going to expose. Something's going to be exposed. We started with that Sun in reverse. Something's coming out about somebody's past that's dealing with either a family situation, I'm telling you. And if it's about him, see, the reason why I'm reading it both ways, if it's about him, there's a betrayal in the past. Something took place in the past. If he's the one that's going to be the one that exposing something, that's what I said in the beginning. Something major is going to come out. That's going to end everything. We saw the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be a game changer. Hold on. What's on the bottom? I can't make this shit up. Three of Pentacles. I got a Three of Swords, a Three of Pentacles, and a Six of Cups. Something is coming out either about his past or he's going to expose somebody past. That's going to the country feel like a major betrayal. I'm not bullshit. Oh my goodness. Trump was the Knight of Pentacles when I did this shit last year. What can we expect? Who's going to win 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in November 2024? He came out as the Knight of Pentacles. Kamala Harris came out as the 2 of Wands. Go back and watch the video. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. The same card that came out for Kamala Harris. I'm just saying, this is for entertainment purposes only. Information, clarification, and confirmation. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. Underneath that 2 of Wands, we're right back where we started from, the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever this here comes out, whatever comes out about his past or somebody else's past, it changes everything with that Wheel of Fortune. You got to start all over. I'm not bullshit. Something coming out. Lies, scandals, I don't know. But it's about somebody's family. Whether it's his or somebody else. If it's not his family, he going to expose somebody. That one live, that 1600. It don't have to, it could be, it don't have to, it could be anybody that lives in that damn White House. Lies exposed. It's a scandal. Year number 2. Now, this could set the country on a totally different path. But this Ace of Pentacles and this Wheel of Fortune, that's what we ending at in year number 1. And we moving on. Year number 2, we got the Knight of Wands. It's a lot going on next year, folks. After January 21st, 2026, a lot going to be going on. Shit's going to be moving real quick. That's what you can expect from Trump. It's going to make shit feel good. 10 of Cups. Now, I told y'all we got 2 more years of just some good shit. But this here other shit from this previous, just like, okay, how about this here? You in a relationship. You know how we be talking about the person of the past person, your ex. This betrayal, this 3 of Swords, a lot of shit is coming out about the past. How I know? Because I'm looking at 3 of Swords and 6 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. So some shit about the past. We got to deal with a lot of bullshit. I'm telling you. His first year, he got to deal with a lot of bullshit from the past, folks. If God didn't want him at 1600 Pennsylvania, he'd either be locked up or dead. Am I lying? Let me say it again. If the universe, you can call it universe, you can call it God, you can call it whatever you want to call it. If the universe did not want Donald Trump at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, he would either be dead, they tried to kill him several times, or he'd be locked up, or he would have lost. So why is he there? So next year, year number 2, shit gonna be moving kind of fast. But 10s can be ending too. Is this a family or this good times? Are we moving into good times fast? Family dynamic gonna be better. I don't know. Shit, it could be good, folks. A lot hard working, shit's gonna be moving fast. Something is growing, something is brewing. Hold on. Oh my goodness. And then bam, something's coming to an end. We got two tens. I got a 10 of cups, I got a 10 of wands, and I got the food, the 4 wands. I'm only going 4 deep. And I got a 10 of wands and a page of swords. Something gonna come out. Just as sure as I'm sitting here. Year number 2, it's like ending. It's like something comes to an end in terms of it happens fast, but it's for the good, if you will. Hold on. Something coming to an end fast, but it's for the good. It's necessary. Rebirth, transformation, change, Pluto, classic, in the 11th house. Oh my goodness. Year number 2. Knight of Wands. Something's happening quick. Hold on, make sure. That's going to cause some major things to come to it. It's going to be like good times and then bad times. Hold on. Ooh, we. Trump got justice. Swift justice. If this 10 of cups is a family, somebody could be under investigation. Whether his family or whoever this is from the past. On a major investigation. The scales will be balanced. Oh my goodness. Hold on, hold on for a second, y'all. Why is this justice out here with this Knight of War? This is like swift justice that brings something, it brings happiness and sadness at the same time, if you will. Hold on. Justice in the Knight of Wands, year number 2. Man, I can't make this shit up. 5 of Pentacles. Hold on. That's a person. Hold on. That's a person. Hold on. Year number 2. Knight of Wands, Justice, and the 5 of Pentacles. I knew it. Damn. Somebody is finna be exposed, man. Somebody finna be exposed. Hold on. Yeah. Robbing the country. Either Donald Trump in year number 2. Spirit, give me one more card on this Justice and this Sun. Hold on. Year number 2 for Donald Trump with this at night. Oh, shit. We got the 4 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. The King of Swords. Man, when I tell y'all that whatever this here swift justice about him or his family, unless this is reverse, meaning that somebody else's family that he's going to expose, this shit is just, for right now, it's just as clear as day, folks. I can't get around it. So I got the Sun and in reverse in the big light seers deck, but in this deck it's in the upright. the moon. The sun is in upright here. Oh yeah, something happens, man. In year number 2, there's going to be a lot of legal proceedings for some reason. I think it stems around his family, since he's in the White House, or the previous family. No shit. Yeah. Either his family or the previous family. Something major is going to come out about Trump's family or the previous family in the White House. Something about somebody's family. And it's about Trump in the White House, 1600. Year number 3. Hold on, y'all. It's so many stories right now. Year number 3, we got the high priestess. Man, whatever this is coming out, it's going to cause a lot of problems. I can't wait to get to this 3 of Cups, the celebration, the 4th year. Because look at what I got so far on the bottom of the deck with this high priestess clarification. I got death. We've seen that again already. And I got 5 of Wands. So there's some conflict. Coming to an end. Something is being exposed, man. Oh, shit. Somebody might go to jail. Ooh-wee. Year number 3 with this high priestess. Whatever this here is that comes out, folks, it's going to change everything. By year number 3, Trump's winning. He protected. I think somebody else's, there's going to be, year number 2, there's going to be a lot of legal investigations, a lot of court shit like it was his first term. However, year number 3, we got the high priestess. Shit. With the hangman. That's major. Why the hangman with this high priest? There's a lot of majors out here. And it's the major changing, major event card. It ain't just, hold on. Right before we get to the end, year number 4, Trump is good. It's like him and his wife, they just getting ready to enjoy his presidency finally. This celebratory energy, folks. It's like he was being spiritually guided to do something with this high priestess and his hangman. No shit. Why the hangman in the 3 of Cups? Year number 3. This first year gonna be, it's a lot of karmic cycle. I'm looking at past life shit, past shit. When you got the 6 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune in the same vicinity, so to speak, that's past. That's past life. That's shit from the past. That's karmic. That's karma. Hangman, 3 of Cups. Oh my goodness. Y'all gonna have people. Remember I told y'all, religion, politics, and socialism there's going to be some people that's going to be obsessed with him winning, or his third year something's going, hold on, his third year, Hangman, 3 Cups, Devil, and I'll tell you, it's going to be good. Some people going to be obsessed with his accomplishments. And they can't do shit. With the high priestess, the hangman, the high priestess Temperance, and the hangman, they can't do shit. But watch. Watch him win. Him and his family. His friends. The people that's close to him. The ten of Pentacles represents this country. This 3 of Cups is the whole entire country. He's representing the whole country. So in year number 3, you're going to have the people whoever was hoping and wishing he was dead. He didn't win. He was locked up. They constantly giving him problems. He's getting ready to expose. He's getting ready to, his FBI, I'm looking at this justice card. His FBI, the DOJ and the Attorney General and just whoever, Secretary of State, his whole cabinet, they're about to expose some major shit. What's on the bottom? Right back where we started from. This shit, like somebody said, it could have started in his previous administration. But look at how it ends. That's the killer part. Year number 3. They right back to judgment. Something so major, folks, is finna come out that this shit could shock the world, man. I hear shit like Trump derangement syndrome or some shit like that. But with what I'm looking at out here, they can't do nothing but hate. By year number 3, they gonna be all his haters. He's spiritually protected, folks, and his family, because all this legal shit, all this other shit, he's gonna say something to expose somebody. And then it's like the whole country ain't gonna have, you know how these days everybody, I want receipts. He gonna provide the receipts, him and his administration, about what took place in the previous administration. That's what's on the table. It's like karma. It's like they had him tied up in courts. It's like justice. He gets the last laugh with justice and judgment. Meanwhile, whoever these people, groups, whoever, it's a lot of people, all they can do is be stuck and obsessed and watch him. They don't know what to do. And like I said, if you've been here with an hour, in the beginning, something is coming out major with that sun in reverse and this 12 and this Mercury. And it's going to change everything with this Wheel of Fortune. Judgment, death twice, justice, high priestess, hangman, and the devil. 3 of Cups, year number 4. He gonna go out. He gonna go out with a party, with a celebration. Is the nation gonna be celebrating? Let's see. So far, I'm telling you, I'm not picking up nothing negative about Trump. If this first year, if don't nothing come up about Trump being betrayed by somebody in his family, or he betraying somebody, or a scandal come out about him and say another woman or some shit, this is somebody in the past he exposing. And that 2 of Wands with that 6 of Cups, that 2 of Wands was Kamala Harris last year. I'm just saying. He came out as the Knight of Pentacles. She came out as the 2 of Wands. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. If it's not Kamala, it could be somebody from the past. I'm telling you, he exposed it. I'm looking at it. It could be something about Biden's family. Barack Obama, George Bush, shit, I don't know. We ain't got to worry about Bill Clinton. Why? We already know what's been. Oh, man. 3 of Cups, year number 4. Knight of Cups. That's some good stuff. So, year number 4. Everybody gonna be talking about him. All eyes gonna be on Trump. Year number 4. Him and his family. I think he's gonna end with a celebratory type of ending. I don't think we'll see. Hold on. Oh, hell yeah. Trump going out with a bang. Trump going out with a bang. Wish granted. Wish fulfilled. Mission accomplished. And somebody gonna be sad. They don't want him to win. Damn. This is just too specific, but it's necessary. Look at that. We got more likes. Then we have people in the chat. That's beautiful. 3 of Cups. Year number 4. This is it. Oh, shit. There's somebody out here hating. I ain't bullshit, babe. I'm just looking at all the cards and the whole story. Man, there's a group of people out here hating. Why is it 8 of Swords here? Because that row here, this 8 of Swords, is connected with this Hangman, this Devil, this 2 of Pentacles and Judgment. It's connected to Justice, this Sun, and this here Moon over here. 8 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Look at that. Waiting. Looking forward to the future. Why the 8 of Swords? Man, this is kind of funny too. Because y'all know how Trump is. He is straight up character. And whoever this is hating on him, I'm telling you, they, to the very end. To the very end, it's a group of people. Y'all know who they call. They call them Democrats. They gonna be worried and stressed out, losing sleep over the fact he's gonna come out celebratory, walking into the damn sunset like John Wayne or some shit, right? All right. I can't make this shit up. Took back power control. He leaving in a celebratory energy. And you're going to have people at the last day, him in office, you're going to have some people still complaining, still stressed the fuck out because he's winning. That's all I'm getting. And it starts with whoever this here, Whoever this here person is that's going to be exposed, I believe he's going to expose somebody major. Whoever. That Eight of Swords is connected to the Six of Cups, the past. Trump working on some new shit with this Three of Pentacles and this Wheel of Fortune. And whoever's in this past, that's the Six of Cups. And it's Two of Wands. Now, I already told y'all who that is. That Six of Cups and that Two of Wands is connected to this here Eight of Swords and this Nine of Swords. What's the last card on the bottom? Man, I can't make this shit up. I done sit here and shuffle these cards and shuffle these cards and shuffle these cards and shuffle these cards. And it's still the same thing that keeps coming out. There's going to be some people. It's going to be some folks that's going to be sad that it's his last days, you know, in office or what have you. But they're going to be celebratory. So there could be good tears. But for other folks, till his very last day, these people going to be boo-hooing and crying about him winning. That's why. He in this Mars energy. He's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands don't give a shit about what people say. I don't care what you say about the Knight of Wands. He gives a bad rap a lot. But when the Knight of Wands make up his mind to do something unstoppable, year number 2, he showed up as the Knight of Wands. See it. Look at this shit, y'all. Not only he shows up at the night as the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, he show up with no regrets. Successful. Determined, in control, action, all of that. No regrets. Major changes with that tower in his 4-year presidency. Very successful. There it is. He might go out like Ronald Reagan type shit. I'm not bullshit. I don't. The only thing that I see out here negative is a group of people that's gonna continuously try to keep him in court. And he ain't trying to run for no re-election, so he don't give a shit. He like damn presidential gingerbread man. Catch me if you can. I ain't sit there, look, he go, and then walk off into the sunset like John Wayne. Bam. He came in, shook shit up, exposed a lot of shit. Right? Exposed a lot of shit. He's a Gemini. A lot of shit comes to an end. We find out about a lot of shit. And then he ride off into the sunset. He come in exposing people. You already know about his past. Listen, a lot of shit coming up now. People writing these books, telling about Democrats writing books, talking about what happened during the Biden administration. Not Republicans. Democrats. He gonna walk off into the sunset after he exposed every goddamn thing. And be straight. New life, the Fool at the bottom of the deck, overall energy. For us as a nation, he could just like bring a whole new cycle, a whole new dynamic to the nation, so to speak. Stability. I'm just reading the cards. And that's a problem for some people. because most people want to see him fail. All right, vice and outcome. What can we expect? This is the outcome. This is the outcome. What can we expect under Donald Trump? Y'all see that? He might even be considered one of the great humanitarian presidents that cared about people, the regular, the common people. No shit, I'm looking at it. Look at this shit. Totally different day. Star, 10 of Cups, outcome. Wish granted. Whatever he wanted to accomplish in his presidency, with the Star and 10 of Cups, wish granted. Whatever he wanted to do for families in this country as a president, Star, wish granted, 10 of Cups. And with that Temperance and that High Priestess, that's all. With that other 10 of Cups, with the other guy, it's like peace and happiness. Look at this here. Man, look. It's almost like that energy of T.I. You can have whatever you like. Vice and outcome. Trump. Look at this shit, man. The sun. Star, 10 of Cups, the sun. I'm asking the question, the outcome. Boy. Vice and outcome, 3 cards on the bottom. Trump forecast. Outcome, next 2. The fight is over. The struggle is over. Wheel of Fortune. You got the 7 of Cups in reverse. I'm sorry, in the upright. And then the bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles, Taurus energy, Trump straight. The struggle is over. He wins with this Wheel of Fortune. This Taurus energy and this Queen of Pentacles. I think that the man could just bring back a lot of, we're not talking about personal level as far as relationship, but I think there could be some opportunities. With this Queen of Pentacles and this King of Wands, I think the outcome looks pretty good based on these cards here. And with the 7 of Wands, the thing that I heard first was the struggle is over. The fight is over. And then you got the Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Cups. And this Wheel of Fortune books ends this Queen of Pentacles. For the outcome. And a 9 and a King of Wands at the bottom. So y'all can take it however y'all want to take it. You know. It was just something that I wanted to do. Yeah. He gonna be venturing out of something a whole lot of new projects. Just giving y'all some more cards behind that King of Wands. You got the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Emperor. That don't look like no bad 4 years to me. It looks like some repeat of the same bullshit dealing with other people, but I think this time around, Trump gets the last laugh. And he ain't forgot about his quote-unquote enemies, the people that he was struggling with, especially for the past 7 years. Because like I told y'all, this 7-year cycle that we're in right now, it ends in 2027. So that's why we keep getting these 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, We see the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups. So all that shit. So the struggle or the fight is over. The outcome. All right. I gotta go. I gotta go do some cooking. Y'all be safe. Peace.